Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome back to Ask an Action Coach. So we have come to the 13th step to riches in Napoleon Hill's book, Think and Grow Rich. And it is the pinnacle after mastering the other 12 steps. And Napoleon Hill calls it the sixth sense.
Yes. He also calls it the door to the temple of wisdom.
Ooh,
I know. I do too. So what is the sixth sense?
You know, it's kind of those hunches.
Yes.
I'm good at recognizing when it has happened in the past, but not so much when it's happening in the present, but to me, it's those moments of like, oh yeah, that was really incredible, or
Yes.
that happened.
Yes. So think about the sixth sense as aha moments, hunches, also moments of creativity, right? So part of this is how the creative mind is the one, when you use your creative mind, that allows for greater thought. I mean, when you think about a lot of scientists, a lot of people who have that left brain, dominant left brain, they also maybe play an instrument or paint or something else to get that creativity in, so that the thinking on the left side of the brain becomes more concrete and more scientific and more solid, right? So accessing both sides of the brain, but especially the creative side. So when you're thinking about that sixth sense or that aha, how are you using your creative brain or your intuition to master the art of riches? We talk a lot about systems, having systems in place.
Yep.
And that's great. But as you're going within the system, what other things could you access? What kind of creative things, aha things that you could use within that system to make that system better? Right. So we want to systematize things,
sure,
and work the same way every single time. But could you apply that system to something else? For example, taking a concept and applying it to something else.
It seems like you could also encourage your people to be creative if you give them a system. Like, you have to get from A to D, but how you get to B and to C to D might differ the way you do it than the way I do it. And that inspires some creativity within the system.
Perfect. That's absolutely true, right? It's giving people the freedom to take a few risks, to do it in their own way, getting to the end result that you want, ethically, morally, that kind of thing, legally, but getting to the result that you want is really, really important. I mean, for example, like we have a 13-step sales process.
Yeah.
And then we have scripts for everything, and we have all these other things.
Yeah.
However, we each put our own personality into it, and we say the words, inflect the words differently, say the words slightly differently, but we inject our personality into it, which makes it our own. Right. So we're still following the 13-step process, but we're not, one size doesn't necessarily fit all, as long as we cover all the points.
Right.
So for those of you that are out there, think about how creative are you being how creative are you letting your team be? Are there any aha moments that you haven't acted on? So using your creativity and the power of other people's brains will help you totally with your sixth sense.
Love that. And I think this week we should offer folks the opportunity to ask a question or leave a comment. And then we would love to just talk to you and find out what is your New Year's resolution, or what are you doing new or differently or better this year. And we have a library of fantastic books, and we will pick out a book that is perfect to help you on that journey, and we will send it to you at no cost. We just want to hear from you.
Perfect.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. Happy New Year to you, Jackie.
Happy New Year.
And we will be back next week.